Good morning. So it's Saturday, it's the 7th of November. Just going to do a quick video on making your own gluten-free, dairy-free Christmas cake, if that's something you're interested in. You have to excuse the popping noise in the background. I'm actually steaming a gluten-free Christmas pudding in here. Basically had to soak that overnight. You actually make it the night before, put all the ingredients in a bowl, make it the night before to let it sort of soak up all the alcohol that's in it. There's quite a lot of alcohol in it. And then I'm steaming it here for 8 hours, would you believe. I actually started at 7:20 this morning and it's now 12:20, so that's been on about about 5 hours, so it's got about another 3 hours to go. I will just do a quick sort of close-up of it, but you can see it's got I think I slightly overfilled the bowl because it's a bit domed, but it's basically sitting on a saucer, which you probably can't see in the bottom there, but it's sitting on a saucer just to protect it from the bottom. The water is about halfway up. And then it's got greaseproof paper inside, and then it's got the foil, and it's actually tied with a bit of string there. And then this is basically just a handle, so you just double up some foil to go underneath it. This is so that I can, when it's cooked, I can actually pull it out without getting myself burned. But as you see, the lid doesn't quite fit because it's ballooned up a bit. I think I overfilled it a bit, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so in that, if you want the list of ingredients in that, I have just scribbled them down. You have to excuse the fact that I'm not a professional cook here. But this is oh, hang on, there we go. There's the recipe for the pudding. So you've got 110 grams of suet. I've used vegetarian suet. 110 grams of breadcrumbs, which obviously is gluten-free bread. Nutmeg, mixed spice, about a teaspoon, but it really depends what your own personal taste is. I mean, I don't really measure it out. I just chuck some in and, you know, see what it looks like. 225 grams of dark brown sugar. 2 chopped apples, and that's cooking apples. I'm very lucky to have a neighbour who's got a Bramley apple tree, and she actually gave me some apples, so I was pretty lucky with that. 100 mils of brandy, and it also says 100 mils of stout, but now stout has actually got gluten in it, so if you can get a gluten-free stout, if not, you can put whatever alcohol you like. You can put rum in it, whatever you fancy really, cherry brandy, you know, or even just orange juice. If you just want to put some brandy in and maybe some orange juice, just to bulk the liquid out. 2 eggs is actually 2 large eggs, and 50 grams of self-raising flour, and obviously that again is the gluten-free flour. Now the flour I've used, and again, excuse the fact that this camera work is all over the place. This is actually the Dove's Farm free from self-raising white flour, and it just looks like ordinary flour if you look down in there. And ingredients wise, let me just tell you what's in it. So it's rice, potato, tapioca, maize and buckwheat flour with sodium bicarbonate and some xanthium gum in it. So obviously you get quite a big bag, so that'll last you a pretty long time. That was about £1.70, and I've just noticed actually that there's a couple of recipes on the back. This is the fruit that was left over from the Christmas pudding. So basically I put all the ingredients for the Christmas pudding and the Christmas cake, let me just stir that up a bit, in the same bowl, okay, and then put the alcohol in it, and the orange juice. It's also got some lemon juice in there. So let me go through what's actually in here. So you've got sultanas, you've got raisins, you've got currants, you've got candied peel, you've got apricots, cherries and also dates. There's a delicious looking cherry there. And also in here, as I said, you've got lemon zest and orange zest, and the juice of 1 lemon and the juice of 2 oranges. But obviously I've also combined that with the Christmas pudding that's cooking over there. So now I'm going to weigh out the dry ingredients. So this is my little scale here. Okay, so this is the ingredients, just sort of not even largest to smallest, but just as it comes to me. So this is the fruit. So this is approximately 800 grams of mixed fruit. It's your Christmas cake, so you can put whatever you like in it. As long as it comes to 800 grams, you can put whatever combination of fruit you would like in it. It's probably about 3 to 350 grams of sultanas, and then the rest is just a mixture of different fruits. There's quite a lot of cherries in it, there's quite a lot of dates, quite a lot of apricots. So that's basically what's in my fruit. And this was soaked overnight in approximately 100 mils of brandy. And then I've just covered it with a cloth and left it overnight, and this is what it looked like the next morning. So it's all plump and swollen and full of booze, and it smells absolutely wonderful. Now this is the flour. This is 225 grams of gluten-free plain flour, and it's the Dove's Farm flour that I'm using. So that's that, just in a bowl. This is dark brown muscovado sugar. I'm not weighing it. I've already used half of this in the Christmas pudding and approximately half of it left. So again, it's about 225 grams of dark brown sugar. This is the dairy-free spread that I'm using, Vitalite. And again, it's 225 grams of soft dairy-free spread. Oh, this is the brandy that I used, Napoleon. You want a pinch of salt. You want whatever you fancy of mixed spice. I think the minimum is about a teaspoon, but if you want a bit more, bung a bit more in. The same with cinnamon. It's a tablespoon of black treacle. Okay, and these are going a bit brown, unfortunately, but this is 2 chopped Bramley apples. This is a Bramley apple. It's a pretty famous English cooking apple that we get in this country. And as I said, I'm lucky enough to have a neighbour that's got a tree with these on, and she gave me a huge bag of them, so pretty lucky with that. And this is actually 5 eggs, because it's meant to be 4 large eggs, but I put 5 sort of medium to small eggs in there, and I've just whisked that up. Alright, so now I'm ready to combine all those ingredients in a bowl.